In the YouTube algorithm, the people are represented by three separate yet equally important groups: the one that creates, the one that views, and the one that just can't help but react. Under Title 17, I am a member of an elite squad, also known as the Special Viewers Unit. These are the archives.
Hello, 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 hello. Foodie booties! I'm calling you my foodie booties. I know some people have called me that and I love it. I have Subway. What can I show you what I got? I've been wanting to try the new Italian hero because you don't even know. But Italian meat sandwiches were always my favorite. Like, for real. And I got a Tropicana watermelon drink. So let's take a bite. Beauty bite? What's on the Italian hero? I don't know. Mortadella, salami, pepperoni, rigatoni. I don't know. I'm done. Let's taste this watermelon juice. So, French onion sun. Do you guys remember sun chips? It's been so long since I've had these. I want to tell you about a lover, but just relax. Might be a longer video. I want to chill. Let's chill. Thumbs down. Take my lipstick off. Now, what do I have these on for? Oh boy. So, I went through something irritating at Subway. And I think I'm not normal. Like, I think I need Prozac or something because I need a chill pill. But this actually stressed me out. Like, I don't think it would stress out a normal person. I get into Subway, there's nobody there. I'm the only customer. I don't want to judge people, but the guy working looked like he just came out of jail. Like, fresh out of prison. And he was talking to this other girl who looked like she was out of prison. I think they were talking about a drug deal, like, right in front of me. She was, like, on her phone, and she's, like, talking about, well, he's gonna call me back and tell me where to meet him, and blah, blah, blah. Unless they made a deal on Craigslist, I don't know. Maybe she's selling her wall unit, but it sounded like a drug deal to me. I have mayo mouth. So, that's not the annoying part. Well, it was because they finished their drug deal or whatever they were doing before he came and served me. I'm just standing there, like, all uncomfortable. You know? Anyway, I had to get BB and I both a sub, which takes a bit of time, you know. You have to toast it, get the bread out. He was kind of slow. And there was no talking. Like, usually if a person's friendly, there's conversation going on, you know. So, the radio was playing, you know, overhead. Kind of loud. Bread sniffing. If you sniff bread, comment below. For some reason, little things irritate me. Like, songs that have woos in them. Like, you know, like woo or woo woo. The song had a lot of woos. And that gets on my nerves. I don't know why, it makes my skin crawl for some reason. I know there's bigger problems, but hey. And this, I think it was that Gwen Stefani song where she's like, somebody's like woo woo. So there's not only woo-hoos, there's like two-tone woo-hoos. There's a high woo, and the high woo-hoos really get on my nerves. So, that just was such an awkward experience. The silence, the woo-hoos, the drug dealing. But I'm home. This is really good. Okay. Enough complaining. On to my lover story. I guess this wouldn't really be a lover. It'd be like a hookup. Well, no. This isn't a lover story. This is somebody weird I met on the internet. Disclaimer. I'm not hating on the goth community. I used to be part of it. I still listen to goth music every day. But this guy just gave me bad vibes. And so, remember the story. If I remember, I'll link it below. I have a video where I explain this other weird hookup. Remember the chat room? You know, if you're born in the 80s or 90s or whatever, you would remember IRC. It was a popular chat room way back in the day. And I think this was around 2004. And I moved away to live with my aunt to go to university. Very briefly. And in that brief period of time, she was away in Jamaica. So I was meeting people online. Because I was lonely. Don't mind the noise. The cat's just destroying my apartment. But it's alright though, because she's cute. If you're cute, you can get away with a lot of things. I was starting my goth phase around then. Starting getting into like darker things. You know, the dressing, the way the dress, you know, and the music and things. So I joined a chat club called, it was like a goth chat room called like, I think it was like something like Dark Shadow Lust 666 or I don't know, something weird and cliche. And back then, I had a big thing for dudes that were goth. Especially guy liner. Dudes who wear eyeliner made my ovaries tickle. Anyway, TMI. Start talking to this guy. He sounds very intelligent. And I like dudes with brains. So after a few chats, I invite him over. Downloaded a bunch of goth music. The Crook Shadow, Susie and the Banshees, Bajas, you know, Typo Negative. So finally he gets to my house. It was a long bus ride for him. I'm very nervous, you know. I open the door. I'm gonna try to describe him for you. There's a difference between describing and hating. I'm just saying what he looks like. He was actually pretty good looking. Like, he had a cute face, very effeminate, very girly. I have a thing for guys with girly faces. Pretty face, you know? He was wearing eyeliner. Now, the first thing when our eyes met, what he did, he smiled. It was like big smile, this big grin. And to my horror, he had these cheap ass plastic dollar store Halloween friggin' prop type of vampire teeth. They looked horrible. They looked horrible. He also had long, greasy hair. Jet black, greasy hair. Like, greasy where the light in the hall of the building, like, was reflecting big time on his hair. My hair's greasy right now, I know, but this was... I don't know what it is. I honest to God... Maybe because I'm such a fatty, but... and I'm always thinking about food. And I don't mean that in a derogatory term, it's actually true. But when I see greasy hair, I think of fried eggs. I don't like eggs. Maybe it's because, you know, how people say it's so greasy you can fry an egg on it. But it makes me think of fried eggs. Makes me think of breakfast. Makes me think of coffee and bacon, and then I'm like hungry. Anyway, classic example of turning a negative into a positive. Olives. And he's wearing a feather boa, which, hey, I don't mind that. So, I let him in. And I've had a crush on a dude who had really nice fangs. They were like professionally done, really nice. It just looked like long canines, you know? These were like Dracula on a budget type of fangs he had. Anyway, I let him in. I wasn't gonna be rude. And he told me his name was Damien, but I know it's probably not. I've met a lot of goth Damiens. You know? We're sitting on the couch together and I'm really trying to come up with ways. Hi, Sam. You weirdos. So anyway, I'm trying to think, how can I get out of this, you know? So I remember pretending in the end that my aunt was coming home early from Jamaica. And she'd be home that night. And I had to go with my mom to pick her up at the airport or some shit. And I had to get ready, so I couldn't hang out too long. So we're just sitting awkwardly on the couch. Side by side. Goth music playing. And grabs my face out of nowhere. Like, shall I taste these lips? This is not Shakespearean days. It's not the 18th, 17th century. You don't need to speak with shall and thou. But, you know, I don't know. I was just really not into him and I didn't want to kiss him, but I did. I let him kiss me because I was too afraid to be rude. Nowadays, oh no. But back then, put up with a lot of crap. So, my fault. So, I let him kiss me. He just gave me a little peck. It wasn't, I thought it would be worse. That was fine. And then he's like, you alright? You seem distant. I'm like, no, I'm good. You know, just being totally fake. Liar! and then he goes like this. He goes like this on my neck, which I had more of back then. And he's like, you have nice arteries. Arteries? You can't see my arteries. Like, how are arteries nice? They're fleshy tubes that carry blood through your body. Oh. Of course. He's a vampire. So, finally he tells me that he's a sanguinarian or something. I can't remember the name. Sanguis something. Which means blood. He's a blood drinker. This guy really thinks he's a vampire. Who am I to tell him he's not? But, you're not feeding on these arteries, buddy. And he kept saying, like, I'm looking for my next victim. I think he was trying to be, like, sexy or something and, like, mysterious. He would always just, out of nowhere, throw in this little kind of evil little weird laugh, like, it was like a mix between, like, I want to cut your head off and I want to, like, jump your bones. He just talked really weird and pretentious, like, you know. Shall I kiss these lips? You shan't. You shall get back on the bus. Back to your yonder. I think a mixture, he sensed that I was kind of distant. And you can tell when someone's into you, no matter who you are. Well, some people are a little more thick, but, you know, he wasn't stupid. Just wasn't my thing, you know. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys. So, it's like the day before payday. And this is what I have in my fridge. That pot, I don't even know what's in there. I don't want to look. Foodie beauties! Well, this is going to be a hell of a mukbang, but I promised I would hammer out more content. No, I don't know. I don't like eating alone anymore. It's like I don't know. It's a weird thing now. So this is, the, like, you know, day before payday. Oh, fuck. No, it's not. It's 2 days before payday. Looks like I'm going to have to eat ginger and applesauce. I think I have some pasta in the cupboard, but, you know, I'm just eating leftovers. Like, you know, it's like 2 days before payday. You saw what I have in the fridge. I'm just kind of winging it. I found in the freezer some fish to make BB with rice. So what I'm going to eat is some cherry tomatoes. This leftover macaroni salad, which I don't even know if it's still good. It's been in there. I don't know. Looks chunky, but maybe if I mix it. It says August 3rd. Wait, let me make sure of that. Thumbs down! Best before August 2nd. Good. I have a couple days. Oh, and some meatless chicken strips from Gardein. I think they're made with tofu. And this is some craft beer chipotle barbecue sauce. Because I'm actually just eating these for the barbecue sauce. I like the sauce more than the... Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. I have that song in my head. Ever since seeing that guy with the mullet, I have 80s music in my head. Thanks a lot, pal. So let's dig in. I'd give you guys a bite, but I don't think you want one. I don't think you want one, trust me. I'll save it for a good meal. So yeah, so I told you, I promised I would tell you about, okay, I'll let you try the chicken nuggets. Bite. Tastes like chicken fingers. I'm kind of afraid to eat this, but not bad. Macaroni salad. My homeless lover. Okay, I mean, who here, raise your hand, yeah or nay, has been horny and lonely after going to a bar and getting drunk? Me. Which is part of the reason I'm afraid to be single. I know it has its benefits and everything, but whenever I was single, I was bitter because of those nights, you know? I'm older now, so it might be different, but anyway. So basically, it was a night when I was going with this one girlfriend of mine to this local bar. There was a band playing that I really liked. It was like a local band. I also have a story about how I stalked somebody in a band. Most storytime tellers tell about how they were stalked. I was the stalker. Anyways, no, I'm not proud. It just is what it is. We're going to see this band. I really like them. Local, kind of local band, you know, from the area. Not famous or anything, but they had some good hits. So anyway, get to the bar. We're already half in the bag, acting like idiots. I don't know how people could stand me when I'm drunk. The band, I was freaking out because as we were going in the bar, the band was walking in behind us, and I was like, "Oh my god, are you in the band?" And the guy was like, one of the guys imitated me. He's like, "Oh my god, yes, I'm in the band." So that was a fun time, you know. Then, you know, it came around to the bar closing, and I got that feeling like, I don't want to go home, and I want to get laid, you know. This tastes good. I don't know if it's good, though, but anyway, if I don't do a mukbang tomorrow, you know why? So I decide, I'm like, my friend was like, well, I gotta go home, you know, like, this was a while ago, probably like, I think I was like 19, maybe? Anyway, I'm like, okay, I'll walk you home. I don't wanna go home yet. So, my friend lived, like, where I had to walk her home, you had to go down by the water. There's like this path, like this, like, bike path down by the water. Probably dangerous at the time, yeah. But, there's a lot of homeless people and stuff that hang out there. And it's known to be dangerous, but whatever. So I walked her home, and as I was coming back the same way, I was drunk, I was fearless, okay? And let's be real. Nobody's kidnapping a fat chick. It's too much work. So, as I'm walking home, I see this guy. He wasn't too scruffy looking, but he was kind of scruffy, you know? He was carrying like a shopping bag, and it had like DVDs in it, probably to pawn them. And he comes up to me, he's like, "Do you have a light?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." And when I got to see him, his name was Todd. He was really cute. He looked like Brad Renfro. Do any of you know who he is? Rest in peace, Brad Renfro. I still can't believe he passed away. Has anyone seen the movie Ghost World? Anyway, we start talking, and I was just like, I was attracted to him, you know? And I think he just, I don't know, he just really wanted some or something, you know? So, like, let's go sit on the rock and, you know, have a cigarette. You know, my cigarettes, but whatever. He was homeless, give him a break. You know, got to find out he was homeless, and he told me a bit about himself. He said he was staying on, got kicked out at his dad's. His dad was an abusive asshole. So he's been couch surfing, but his friend's girlfriend was like, you know, you can't stay here, you know. So there he was, in between places. So he was gonna just wander around and sleep on a park bench, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't really care. I was just like, give me that D. No, I'm kidding. Give me some vitamin D, boy. Yeah, he was really cute. So he was a really gentle kisser. We found a rock, a big rock, and we did it on the rock near the harbor. Like not the harbor, but you know, it was like a boat dock thing. I'm really bad at descriptions. This is why I can't be a writer. I would be writing and I'd be describing a location and be like, there was a house with a window and a thing, you know? Anyway, so I'm still gonna be hungry after this, I can tell. So anyways, I'm drinking water, ice water. So we do it. I mean, I know what you're thinking. What did he smell like? That's what I would wonder. He didn't smell too homeless, like, you know, he smelled a little bit like malt vinegar, but yeah, no. I think it was coming from his feet and not his privates, so that was good, you know. We use protection. Oh, always use protection. If you're gonna be a skank, use protection. I'm joking, guys. Yeah, that was that. So he was my homeless lover. Had a one-nighter with a random homeless guy. I guess he wasn't really a lover, because I don't know what's a lover. Like, I didn't have sex with him more than once, you know. I just left and I don't know what became of him. But, you know. So that was a quick mukbang, I know, and story. But, you know, if I put a shorter video out, I try to do 2 short videos in a day. If the video is not going to be like 30 minutes, you know what I mean? Come on, payday! Anyways, I guess that's it. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow for my mukbang. It's really going to be interesting. I'm going to have to get really creative. I don't want to order out and spend money. I don't. And I don't want to spend money before payday because I'm trying really hard to stick to a budget. Like, I never do. You know, this happens, you know, I don't follow my budget. I end up spending way too much money. I go over budget.
And, you know, eating out, like, I'll even have to start budgeting in my mukbangs. Like, I think that's what smart people do. You know, they say, okay, I have this 2 weeks, and I have these days I'm doing mukbangs, you know, so I'm going to start doing, like, a plan of what food I'm going to do on what days, and factor that into the budget and stick to that, you know, instead of just randomly going out and being like, oh, I'm going to eat today at Mr. Sub, tomorrow I'm going to eat pad thai, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. You probably don't care. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you for being foodie beauties. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!